Good morning, E39 source. It is the 16th day of June 2017 and we're finally getting around to the car detail day.
Slow down, you move too fast. You got to make the morning last.
I've done a video like this in the past. I went through the full clay bar and Zano routine, how I do my yearly detail, my spring detail. So I'm not going to be calling this video as much of a how-to as much of a, hey, you guys want content and I'm working on the car, so I'm going to deliver it. The road is done, the weather's beautiful, it's 80 degrees, 56% humidity, which may be a bit on the high side for waxes and whatnot, but I'm going to try my luck with it today. So last year, you guys know, this car was in the shop for, I want to say about 2 or 3 months. Rebuild a 2002 motor, put that in, different differential, all the bushings, driveline, suspension, brakes, cooling system, you name it, it was overhauled. So this is a 2000 car with a 2002 motor with 3,400 miles, and largely the mechanical system has about 3,500 miles on this car, so it's fantastic. But while it was in the shop, it sat there covered in dust, covered in whatever for months, and I brought it home and I washed it. And that was pretty much it. I did not do a clay bar last year, and I have every other year on this car since, I don't know, 2012 or 13. So this year I think it's due. It is clean right now. I just had it, or I just spray waxed it using the Zano Z6 a few days ago. And it comes nice and clean. It doesn't feel quite as smooth as it did. It's been a year since I put wax on it. Last year I did put coats of Z2 and Z5 wax on it, but that was it. So I did what's called the paper or the plastic bag test. Start off with some clean paint as it is, and make sure you've got a clean bag. Wipe any dust off the paint, stick your hand in there, and take it to the paint gently just to feel it, because right now this is the area that I tested first, so it is spotlessly clean and it's like glass smooth. Feels good. It's like, I don't need clay. Well, then you get the plastic bag and you put your hand in the plastic bag and do the same thing, and it feels like cement. So that is letting me know that there are contaminants bonded to the clear coat, to the wax, that need to be removed. And I know it's ridiculous because you can't see it, you can't feel it, so why do it, but I will feel better about it. So my first step today is just going to be washing the car with dishwashing soap. Reason being, it's a little bit more abrasive. It'll take off the existing wax buildup that's currently on the car. And I may go over to Kennan's and see if I can borrow some Iron-X. He did that on his. I don't know if this car needs it or not, but it can't hurt. So step one is just going to be wash with dishwashing soap. It'll be the first time this car's been wet in quite a while. Not used to seeing this thing wet. Bring on the dish soap. Well, that was today. So I got up, it was a beautiful day, it was bright and sunny, 80 degrees and 56% humidity, and I got to work. I came out here at 10 o'clock, and this is the nearly finished product. Everything but windows and exhaust has been done. We're on the T5i right now. I actually don't know where the little camera is, so you're not going to get to see me today, and I apologize for that huge inconvenience. I know you guys just love looking at my beautiful mug. But anyways, this was the day. Exactly 12 hours, actually 11 hours, 58 minutes. Wasted, invested, spent, however you want to look at it on this car today. Does it look any different than before? Not really, but it's certainly better protected than before. I did the plastic bag test. I got a big Ziploc gallon bag, put my hand in it, brought it to the paint. It felt great with a naked hand. Put the bag on there and it felt like I was rubbing it across cement. So that's kind of what led me to believe that it needed to be clayed. So I started with a wash with dishwashing, Palmolive dishwashing soap. That took off all the existing wax. I bummed a bottle of Iron-X off of Kenan. He told me to use half of it. I've never been good at directions. I use the entire thing, so I owe him a bottle now. I don't know what this is, 500 milliliters maybe? 0.5 liters, 500 milliliters, 17 ounces. So I'll replenish him with a fresh bottle of Iron-X. If you've ever used that stuff before, you spray it all over the entire car, body, glass, wheels, whatever. Let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, then rub it in and then rinse it off. The only areas that I got, it turns purple when it gets iron in the clear coat. The only areas that it turned purple was like here down, that part right behind the front wheels. I got some purple there. Also got some purple out of the rocker panels here, both sides. And kind of that was it. Like the front wheels, nothing. The rear wheels, nothing. Just parts, select parts of the body. It really wasn't that bad. Probably not a completely necessary step, but I did it. Now you can see with the lights on in here what happens with all the bugs. Look at that. All the bugs fly to the light, they get burned up, and then they fall down on the car. It's a beautiful thing. So I get to blow them off here with a towel here in a minute before I go to bed. Then I moved on to the clay bar, did the full clay bar with Z7 and water, washed the car with Z7, then dried it. That's the worst part. Z6, Z2, Z6, I said that wrong. Z6, Z5, Z2, Z6, Z8. And cleaned up the wheels. I still have to Z8 the wheels. I did do the tire shine, which looks nice. They look wet. I love when the tires and the paint, everything just reflects so much it looks wet. Looks freaking awesome. There are still swirl scratches in this paint. Let's see if I can get any on camera. Usually in the lighting is when you can see them. If I take the time and the resources to fully clay this car, or to fully buff and wax, to just paint correct this car with a buffer and compound, I will never want to drive it again. And I will never want to use a polisher or a spray wax solution like Z6 and a towel on it again. So I'm not gonna do that. The paint on this car is 90% original. There's some areas that have been resprayed, but it's largely original, and I don't expect it to be perfect. There's stone chips in the front, there's some scratches here and there. It's a 17-year-old car with almost 200,000 miles. And considering that fact, I think it looks pretty good. And if I put like, I don't know, 60 hours in a full paint correction, no, I'm not doing that. I would rather repaint it someday, and then I'll freaking paint correct it if needed. Although after a respray, full respray, it wouldn't. And then I'll just put a sealer on it and not worry about it. But for the time being, I'm very content with this. So tomorrow I've got to do the glass. I did clay the glass today. It's a lot smoother, but I will use Rain-X on it. You rub that stuff in, let it dry, and it just kind of puts a oleophobic coating on it, if you will. So we'll clay the glass, or we'll Rain-X the glass, and then the exhaust. I'll probably use auto sol metal or stainless steel polish on the exhaust tips and the cans tomorrow, if I find the time. Otherwise, everything else is done. It feels really good to have this done. We're having mulch delivered on Monday, so that's going to be the next job. But we're back in full protected, full clean mode, and it's fantastic. So hopefully I get to drive it tomorrow after I spend a little bit of time on the glass and the exhaust. And then we're moving into Timmy Fest, and I'm excited about it. Even pulled off the trim today, cleaned the trim up, put some tire shine on that so it's nice and jet freaking black gloss. It's awesome. Took the side lights out while I waxed today and clayed. And, you know, it's not perfect, but considering the miles and age, I'm very, very happy with this. So that was today, 12 hours of work. It was kind of excruciating. There were a couple hours I thought I was going to be totally dead. I finished up, I got some food and some nice ice cold water, and then felt much, much better. Jeff, Luke, Alex, Razvan, and Sabrina were here tonight for a brief period. They've just left. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to wrap this vlog up and get to bed. And talk to you guys tomorrow. On Saturday, I'm probably just going to work on the car a little bit, and then we may hang out with Roz and Sabrina all day tomorrow, go to the pool, stuff like that, and kind of get a day off. So, car day. All right, good night.